Hello, welcome back. Just going to do a little video, or a little update basically, on Project Charlene. Just to let you know what's happening in the stage we're at, because there's been a bit of a gap between when she was stripped down to the chassis and then to today. You might see a little bit of it on the other channel, UK Most Motors channel, but so I thought I'd just do an update so you know where we are and what the situation is. If you watch the Ketley Motorsport update for August, you're pretty clued up anyway, but I will get the camera over and show you the bit more of the machine, I suppose. But yeah, the situation at the moment is it's going back together pretty standard. Well, it might more than standard, just because it's actually just mocked up at the moment, just so I can see what's what, because it's been such a long time. It'll be 2 years in November since we stripped her. If you want to see the stripping video of this, there's about three parts, and it's the Murray Mud Motor project, part 1, 2 and 3. I'm sure it's 3 parts. And you'll see it being stripped down, because we didn't have a name for it, and to be honest with you, we weren't 100% sure what we were doing or what we were talking about. So as you'll tell if you watch the first one. So yeah, so this is how Charlene sits at the moment. It's like I say, it's just put back together. I've changed a lot of the bolts from the self tappers to nuts and bolts, so they're better fit. They're all metric one fitting, even though originally it was all sort of AF stuff and Imperial stuff, just to make it easier really. So that's what I've done. At the moment the diff is open, it's an open diff. You can see we can't see with the light and everything, but it's an open diff. I'm trying to get this back together in the next 2 weeks, just so I can test it and run a few ideas through my head. Rather than go out mad and over engineer it, I'm going to have it, like I say, fairly standard, go out and just give it a good going in the mud and see what's what. So at the moment it's got an open diff. I've got time, like I say, in the next 2 weeks I'll weld the diff up. The pulley I'm changing, this is the original pulley. I think it's about 9 inches. I'm going to put on this pulley what is about 4.5, 5 inches. I haven't got my tape measure on it, so I'll measure it now. I'll put it amongst it somewhere. So that pulley's going to come on here, and for now I'm going to use the standard. Well, the engine will come off of it, hopefully we get it going. It's 12 horsepower, might be 12 and a half, I'm not sure. But the original engine's going back. Later on we'll put the one of the V twins on, either the 18 horsepower or the 20 horsepower, I'm not sure yet. We'll want to get going first. We'll go on it. But like I said, for now the 12 horsepower, we'll say 12 horsepower, go back on it. What else we've got? Well, we'll show you around it in a minute. Brakes, when Louis took the brake caliper off, he snapped the bolt in the housing, so it was all loose, hitting the tree, or hitting the garage tree hard in here. But yeah, so I've got to get this stud out. If I can't get the stud out, then I'm going to have to go to disc now. But obviously we're going to go to hydraulic disc later, but we might have to do that before we can use it. Like I say, if I can't get the stud out, I'll do something with that. Don't want to care. So yeah, so I've got to do that with the brakes. I'll get the camera over, I don't know where you're going to see it, and I'll give you a little tour around at what's happening. You can't really see much, to be honest with you. It's not the best lighting in here tonight, and most of the stuff is just cosmetic, what you won't really notice. Not a soft spin. I took the front axle off, and it took me 3 hours just to clean the axle up, the rust off the axle, and spray it. Where bits haven't been painted in the factory, and they've just gone rusty. I wouldn't like to say how many times this has been put together, took apart, took backwards and forwards. That's all sort of been trying to work ideas out of my head, and like I say, that's why one of the reasons this took so long. That's why I decided to go back, scrap all the ideas I had, and start again, basically. There's a lot of work to be done, but like I say, I think we can get it up and running and do it as we give it a good go in the mud, and then we'll see what it does. Right, I'm going to get the camera, and then I'll give you a little look round it. Right, hopefully you can see it okay, and it's not too grainy because the light's not brilliant. This is how we've got it at the moment. This is all just sort of in place just to sort of say to measure up. The bonnet's a lot rougher than what I thought. I mean, it is how it was. I know when we unloaded it on the video, you know, when we unloaded it off the trailer, it looked quite good if it was pouring down the rain, but this is how it was when we stripped it. Yeah, so there's a bit of work, quite a bit of work needed doing to, you know, to the paint job. Just set a hole on there without tipping up. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's got it. Like all this has gone rusty. I've just took it down to the metal. There's like loads of pitting where the rust was, so it's thick rust. So it's just done so for now because it's like very temporary. These bolts are in only temporary, but like I say, these are all metric. Everything was changed to metric. I don't think you're even going to see it. We haven't bolted in yet. I've got quite a bit of work to do in here. Like that little lug's broke off or bent off and you have to hanging on. That one's gone. This one's gone in the back corner. I think you can see it there. And this is the only solid one left. So I've got some like thin angle I'm going to put down here, bolt it on, and obviously I'm going to try and go to nuts and bolts on that if I can, rather than the self-tappers. You can still see this is full of crud. Like, what else is happening? This solenoid's still, the visual solenoid's still on. I've got to take that off. I'm going to put the new one that's going to go up higher somewhere. Not 100% sure where, but it's going to go up higher. I'm going to run a snork wearing it at some point, so I've got to figure out how that's going to come up. Put my car here somewhere, maybe the edge of the bonnet, not too sure really. Like I say, body, you're not going to see a lot because there's not a lot to see. But like I say, it's going to have a single clutch, original clutch put back on it. That I'm going to, well, I'm going to try that because I'm convinced a single clutch is fine. I don't think it needs a double body clutch. I think that's overkill, and I think it will make the belts too hot. You know, I'll put this back together because I was trying to figure out how I'm going to rig the nudge bar. All the axles quite stiff actually. I don't have to grease. I'll put something on there, I suppose. Yeah, I'll probably grease it up when it goes back. It won't be going back together yet like that, so it'll all be coming off. There's not a lot to see at the moment. Like I said, bodywork. More bodywork needs to be done than what I thought. I'm not really a bodywork person, but got to be done on it. But yeah, that's it. That's the situation at the moment. Like I say, there's not a lot to see. It's just pretty much standard how it is. You'll notice that this is white, and a lot of stuff's going to go back white when we do it because that's going to be our sort of colour scheme for the Ketley Motorsport side of things. We'll put it this way, when it goes back together it will be grey primer, and if we get a chance to give it a coat or something it will be white. I do have a nice colour what I actually want to finish it off when it's actually totally finished. Well, like I say, I'm not going to give that away until we do it. But that's the Murray, and that's Charlene, and she's come back together, and hopefully the next 2 weeks we'll get up and running, and we'll all be able to sort of see what she does, how she performs. I'm probably looking forward to it a lot more than anybody else. There you go. thanks for watching. Like this sort of stuff, subscribe, thumbs up, all the usual sort of stuff. If you've got any ideas for it, let me know, because I'm always willing to listen. Somebody might have some good ideas, but like I say, at the moment it's going back standard, and then once we get it in the mud, we know what we need to do. I think it's the easiest way. It's a lot bonnet's a lot more beaten up than what I remember, but it is how it was. You watch the videos like the dents and stuff, but I mean that's only body work, isn't it? It's going to get dented about a bit more anyway. So there you go. Right, thanks for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye for now.